between Aster and IG. The rematch from yesterday. Can Aster exact their revenge, or will IG continue their momentum forward and take yet another game off the Chinese superpower? We're going to start off with a Wyvern pick. No interesting bands, really. Everything's pretty normal.
Do you know what I've realised I don't like about this panel so far? Is that yesterday, when I was watching you guys, I realised that Nomad had become the butt of the panel in all the jokes and things. And then I come on, and Theben just starts throwing me under the bus instead. And I'm heartbroken, honestly.
There's really a hierarchy here, isn't it? I don't know who's at the top, though.
It's B-Cop for his jokes yesterday.
No, it's not B-Cop. Nobody likes B-Cop jokes. Which is weird, because surely Theben should be making the bad jokes since he's a dad now.
That's true.
Step it up, Theben.
Hold on, hasn't kicked in yet. It's a little bit delayed.
Okay.
But just give it a moment. Give it a moment.
I'm excited for the panel when you come in like a vest and like, glasses which are right on the tip of your nose and you go, "Hello, fellows, I'm excited to cast some e-games with you."
Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think you're the dad, Nomad.
You have said this several times. I swear on multiple occasions you said you thought I'm a father, and I don't know what about me makes you think that I'm a father. I don't want to raise a kid. that would be a terrible idea. More dazzle players.
Let's look at some Dota, guys. So we got the Winter Wyvern right now. As we said, it's I think all these like best hero, right? Throughout this whole tournament, I feel like he's played that exceptionally well. Team Aster, they go for the Leshak game, but this time they don't pick the Oracle. I think they feel like IG knew exactly how to counter this Oracle in the last game that they played, so they don't want to fall for the same exact trap. I think Emo would have just snap picked that Storm right there. So they go with the Phoenix this time. Another team, really strong team fighter, and IG adapting to the Lesh Phoenix combo opener with the Lina. This is something that I talked about yesterday, how we didn't see IG or Aster utilizing the Lina, and that was a little bit concerning. And all of a sudden today we see them first phasing it, and this time with a really good purpose in killing the egg, but also keeping the Leshak off the mid tower.
Yeah,
I will top that.
Nice idea.
I was just wondering if we've ever seen Aster play the Lesh outside of mid before, and if they had the capability to flex it. Because I've seen some teams they can move it to the offlane role as well, but it seems to be almost set that it'll be White Album's hero.
Yeah, 100%. It's just his best hero. The only problem he had yesterday when he played Lesh is his axe was actually too farmed, right? So he wanted to be like the position 1 in that game. And now all of a sudden White Album gets kicked into like the position 3 role. He goes like arcane boots into like some kind of utility-esque Leshak instead of his normal, boots of travels, run around, farm, kill everything, get fat and run in and just be that guy.
I do think Lesh is one of the better laners though. Lina's one of the better lanes in general, and especially against Lesh, it sounds like a really nice matchup. And I like you were saying before, I love how they've adapted away from the Oracle into picking the Storm themselves, that they see the Phoenix, and they now go for the Lina. I think Aster seemed to love both these heroes, though, against the Wyvern whenever it gets picked. Obviously, having that high magic damage burst.
Right.
As Phoenix can go Vestal as well.
Good team fight too against the Wyvern. But at the same time, I also like the Wyvern to disengage against the Phoenix lineup as well. There's a lot of cool things both teams can do here, but I gotta favor IG's opening so much more at the moment. And they go with the TB. Oh, we have not seen this from Aster yet. I think they really want to win, guys. That's what I'll tell you.
They're busting out the TV. They're getting serious.
Yeah, I think all the teams right now have kind of stepped away from the Terrorblade. Have we seen a single TB at all? It's been banned a lot, but I don't think any of these guys have actually wanted to touch the Terrorblade. Whereas in the TI qualifiers, it was like the highest win rate hero.
And look at the heroes that are banned in the second phase from Aster as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've covered the TB really well, and even like IG. I feel like the PL is probably one of the better options against the TB, right? And they've taken that out themselves as well. So it'd be interesting to see what they go for.
Clock. Okay, so that's like kind of a counter to Lesh, but not really a counter to TB It can do good against Phoenix too. I'm wondering what IG's carry matchup is, because the thing about these guys, they love picking a carry that is, kind of weird, but also hard counters the opponent carry, right? So they already see the Terrorblade. What do you guys think it is? What is it gonna bust out here on Fly?
I mean, maybe like Void's okay, but it seems pretty tough still.
Mm-hmm. You think they might go Juggernaut? You have a spin to kill Egg, Lesh, Terrorblade as well. He can't sunder you.
Is Aster okay against the TB?
It's okay. Yeah, it's good against Phoenix too. I can totally see Ursa working out. I'm just not sure this again the Ursa vibes from IG's draft right now.
The Morphling ban, that would have been my favorite for sure. But
what was that?
Axe is still in the pool as well, right? So
Axe is there. It is good. I mean, I like the pure damage versus TB a lot, but that Oracle, oof. Redoubling down. I mean, they managed to get an Oracle Leshrac out with your Leshrac being second pick and the Oracle being fourth pick. They won't get rid of these annoying offlaners instead on IG.
This is much better because now there's no Storm Spirit that IG can just draft unless they decide to put the Clockwork offlane and Lina 4. So, and IG are going to have to pick this Tidehunters to be able to just blink Ravage and also try to hit the Oracle way in the back so he can't hit that False Promise off. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do that. It's going to be easier when he's get a Blink Dagger, though, on Lanham.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm really shocked IG are leaving their carry pick till last in this draft.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
I feel like when you feel like you have this awful carry to carry matchup, it feels like it sucks if you're playing the one, right? We're like, guys, this game's really hard. I'd be interested to see.
They really wanted to get their JT Tidehunter out. Like they love this hero. They don't get to play it very much. If it's a good Tidehunter game, I'm not surprised to see them prioritize it.
And you've seen JT's Tide getting banned almost every game if you didn't take his hero already, right? You can give an argument that Mars is available. No, Mars is actually banned. Never mind. It's weird. Look at IG's bans in the second phase. They banned Mars, they banned PL, and these are amazing heroes against Terrorblade. And Aster also banned TB counters, and suddenly this TB just looks so good in this draft.
Oh,
I actually would have preferred the Sand King to the Tidehunter, but I guess it comes down to personal preference.
Yeah, but you need Tide against Oracle.
10 seconds
It's about the big Ravage that hits the entire screen, so the Oracle can't save the guy who they're actually initiating on, because you're looking to blink past your target.
Okay. And this Burrow Strike can't achieve that.
Exactly. Burrow Strike can't achieve that. Burrow Strike, it's like you're blinking, just far enough away from the hero to stun him. So the Oracle is just going to walk in, Fate's Edict, and that's it. Fight's over.
Pack it up, boys. Alrighty, what pick is it going to be for IG? So, I mean, its most played is Morphling, Wraith King, and Spectre and Joe.
I think this is like actually Spectre looks good. I like Spec here. It gives them that ability to just Ravage and Haunt onto the same target and just burst them. Other options I can see is like Juggernaut, Troll to a lesser extent. But yeah, those are my things. Okay, another Clinks it is.
IG busting out the big guns. A flaming little skeleton boy going to be coming out as their final pickup. I mean, it kills eggs. It's okay against Leshrac. Against TB, I'm not sure I love it.
Yeah, the lack of like magic damage in general burst against TB does seem a little bit wild, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got two Linas now.
I mean, it's going to be so hard for this Phoenix and Oracle to play Dota, though, I think, this game. There's all this jump from the Clockwork. They have like the Ravage that the Thieving was talking about. Even this Clinks can go and hunt in the backlines if he gets his angles in.
Interesting. Did not expect this Clinks, but I can totally see it working because Aster technically has a lot of squishy heroes. This Leshrac is going to need a lot of items to be able to combat IG's draft. Bat Rider pick, that's solid.
This is...
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this bat's gonna need to do a lot of work. Like he's got to shut down the Clinks, or else White Album is gonna be the one who's gonna suffer the most. And let's not forget, this Clinks is probably not the real carry. The real carry in this draft is gonna be the Lina, because that's what it's felt like this whole tournament.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I like that. I would have loved to see the Lina being able to go through a magic build, but I don't know if that's possible. I mean, they just feel lacking in a lot of departments for me on IG. Also, as I've said before, I'm not super keen on teams which don't have a core which can just jump in and start harassing people. And I don't know, I guess maybe the Clinks can do that. We've seen the Clinks go and take fights on his own before, so maybe he can fill that role. I'm just not sure they've got the pressure here. I'm gonna go Aster for this game, I'm pretty sure.
If you're IG, do you try and stop the lane so you get the tide against the bat?
That would be very interesting. I can see that happening. And then you can have the clock and the Clinks together. Yeah, that could be good. But I will say, though, before we hand it over to our casters, that IG looks good. I like IG. Even though they pick Clinks, for once, I can... Okay, last time I did this, I burned myself. But, it can't go wrong twice, right, guys? So let's go with the Clinks.
No, it wouldn't dare.
Things can go wrong twice, and things can go wrong back to back. I mean, look at Mo Farah's career. Right, well, let's see if these guys can do it again. These guys, yesterday they set the longest game of the tournament, 58 minutes, and this time around they're gonna try and do the same thing again by the looks of it. It's a best of one tiebreaker match between Aster and IG. Let's throw it over to our commentators. We've got B-Kyop and the lovely Mo Farah.
Thank you very much. I think it might just be me after that burn. I don't know if Mo really wants to participate after that.
Can you see that, like, he says the really horrible thing, and then at the end he's like, and the lovely Mo Farah. Just tries to balance it out. What a sicko.
Yeah. It feels like brotherly love, like my brothers used to do that. They may bully you at home, but, like, you trip and bang your knee, they're going to help you back up.
I know, I'd laugh if Nomad tripped and banged his knee. And then I'd maybe help him get it back up. But
he just flew over the handlebars. You'd be okay with that?
It was me that sabotaged his bike.
You cut the brake cord?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I was looking at JT's stats on this tide. He's got a 65% win rate on this hero, and it's known as his best hero. It's actually not his most played hero anymore, and it's actually not his highest win rate hero anymore. And I think it has to do with the fact that this hero gets banned against him so often that the amount of times that he actually gets to play the hero are far and few in between.
I'll be honest, I think this is a really good back game. It's not a hero we've seen come out from the Chinese teams a lot this tournament.
Right.
But I think it's like when he pops BKB and like runs into the fight, the only thing they can really do is curse him. Otherwise, I think he basically just gets this like free initiation right almost every single time. And obviously the lane up against the Clockwork and the Clink should be okay. In the early levels it's a little bit difficult, but...
Yeah, XXS's most played hero has a 67% win rate with it, over 121 games. This is what he was known for, especially during that run at DAC. I'll end my sentence there, because we all know where it leads to. something OP on Tinker at DAC is where it's going.
So XSS has gone boots first, so he's able to pull the waves and things like this.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
So this is really nice. If you see the enemy carry as an offlaner, pull the wave behind their tower like this, what you do is you force the wave that you pulled under your own tower, so that basically the tower kills the wave under... Your own tower kills the wave really quickly, so that then the next wave comes and pushes under their tower again. It just basically messes with the creep equilibrium, like as much as possible. And what they're trying to do in this bot lane is to stop the creep equilibrium just sitting under the enemy tower all the time, basically. Like right in front of it.
Denied.
Ollie and Fly. Is there much they could do about XSS just pulling this creep wave away? and really trying to cut the creep wave.
I mean, they have battery assault level 1, right? But it doesn't do a huge amount of damage. It's at that level 3 mark where the battery assault really starts to kick in. And you can see it's the same on both sides. So the Tide just pulls this like double wave away. And this is so good because there's 2 range creeps as well. So his whole wave is just going to get denied. Imagine playing Oracle and trying to zone out a Tide with the pitiful right clicks. Get off my carry.
Feels like me trying to do anything in my pubs, but XXS getting run down here. First blood will go the way of Ali. That's with the rotation of Kaka coming bottom. And that's just because Tide's pretty much A-okay here by himself.
Yeah, they can't really do anything to him. I like this rotation, actually. I didn't think about this. And now all of a sudden this Batrider, which we said it's a really good game for it, could potentially be laning against 3 heroes. And it feels awful, right? And you can see the Wyvern just rotating in and taking the bounty room in the Direbot jungle as well. Just snatches it away.
Now IG's lane's going the way that they want it to. Kaka taking a courier, goes after Borax, and Ali making a rotation. See if he can help out. And you just see the battery assault just harassing Borax. Ali pushing him away, hoping that maybe they can get over and invade this jungle where XXS is at right now. They place down a ward and he's under vision.
That's the thing, they have this really deep ward down, right? And Kaka steals the water rune, so White Album doesn't even get to refill his bottle. This game's going so well for IG. This is, yeah, really well played. And that's the thing, right? Where normally, if this bat has a difficult lane, he can always just go back to the jungle, stack some camps. He's level 3, so he's not massively, leveled or anything. It would take a while to take the stacks, but they have this really deep vision down already.
Battery assault again going after XXS.
They got him.
Continuing to zone out.
That's the thing with the sticky napalm as well, and you can see Bat's bought a windlace as well. He's on boots windlace to get as much distance as he can from the clock, basically.
He never really wants to get caught up by that battery assault and allow Fly to output some damage on him. I was looking at Fly stats too on this Clink. Like Clinks, he's really quite good on this hero. I think it was upwards of 67%. I might have already said it. But he's done really well with this hero in the past. I know Clinks hasn't had like the greatest of times in this event in the one game it got played. But in the past, we've seen him have some great performances with this hero. And he's had an open lane by himself, pretty much. And this is a great start for IG in all lanes.
Looks like the Luna's going to take some stacks as well, just so the Wyvern could take over mid lane at the same time. Be as efficient as possible.
They come over on the Clinks. Gonna get this kill. Icarus dive over. He's not dusted. Continuing to get chased, and now the turnaround. Fly going in on XXS with the help of Ali and Kaka.
Yeah, that's rough. You bring 3 heroes down here to try and match what the Wyvern did before, right? But it's a little bit too late, and IG are already set up and ready to go. And they placed a sentry, but they didn't have dust. So I found that a bit surprising.
More fuel for my fire.
Is that a soul ring on Lena? That's interesting, because, I mean, we were talking about this yesterday, weren't we? Or at least the panel were. That the soul ring on Storm was like something we didn't see a huge amount of, but Emo was doing a lot. And he seems to be doing on other heroes as well.
And now he's got it here on the Lena, and we'll see if this becomes a bit of a common thing here for him on all his mids as Ali gets taken out by White Album. Just caught it well out of place.
Wow. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a soul ring on a leader, not in a long time at least.
Emo innovating.
They're making some stacks for the Batrider, it looks like.
His lane has not gone that well, only 20-1. You compare that to the Tide, who's 40-5. JT just picked up his Soul Ring, losing his Courier to XXS, though.
Oh, the Lena's coming top as well.
This is not going to be fun. Ravage comes out. Right clicks with an LSA. The Laguna Blade over onto White Album. They get a quick kill onto this Leshrac. They're going to rotate over the Oracle, but he'll stop his TP. Knowing not much can be done without a false promise in such low level.
Oh, guys, I can't wait to gank this Tide. Oh my god. That was, that's unfortunate for White Album. Especially because he was the most farmed hero on the Dire side, right, in an already difficult laning stage. Just turns up, gets Ravage Lagooned, and they're going to take the tier 1 as well. That feels rough.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, XXS, where he was supposed to like get this really great gank from the Lesh and then be able to take over the lane and farm for a little while, his game is still in a really difficult position.
And he backs up into the jungle and can't really find himself feeling comfortable anywhere. It has certainly not been a fun time for this Batrider at all.
Oh, could he not even take this stack? That's so sad.
Regeneration.
Chip vest drop for the Lina. See where that goes. Tide getting his courier back. He's got 1,200 gold saved up. Meanwhile, White Album getting chased. Cogs push him away. And that probably saves him at the end of the day.
That clinks does so much damage as well. Makes it easy to forget how much damage this hero can do. Especially at this point in the game against these low armor heroes. Everyone except the TB. Oh, trinket for the Lina. Thank you very much.
That's that early
for the Clinks.
Falcon Blade on Clinks. That mana regen, that damage, and the health. It feels like such a value item for him.
Yeah, these like low HP Agi cores. Really don't mind that item. You know, we used to see it on the TB sometimes and things like that as well.
Well, Lanham used to build it on every 5 he was playing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, he's playing a lot of Nyx.
Clinks especially, though, has some mana issues, right? So, it feels really good on that hero.
Yeah, it feels nice to have that extra mana regen. He doesn't have a neutral picked up just yet. Although the Arcane Ring is in his stash and probably coming his direction real quick. And that's a good pickup for him. Again, mana problems for Clinks, not really as rough to deal with when you've got yourself an Arcane Ring, giving you that extra int, that extra armor, and 75 mana to all nearby allies. Like, that's a lot for a tier 1 item. I think Arcane Ring is one of the better ones out of the tier 1. It feels like almost too good.
Now, how good does mana boots feel just in general? And then imagine that, but for free. I like that play by IG as well. I think I said this yesterday. When you get your safe lane tier 1 run at like this, and they commit so many heroes, just run at their tier 1 mid.
Right.
And you either force their TPs back, or you get a decent trade out of it from taking their tower as well.
There's an early Boots of Travel for the Lina after the Soul Ring, so Emo, he's farming the stacks. He's the one trying to get the big gold here instead of the Tide.
Yeah, I don't know if this is efficient though, right? When the Tide just come over and do it in a much quicker time span. I don't know if the Lina can do this. She's just stacked it again as well.
You'd think maybe a second person would want to be here.
But for instance, right, if the Tide here was taking this stack and the Lina was top lane farming the jungle and things and pushing the lane out, is that not just more efficient in general? I might be wrong, but...
I don't know, but it's fun to watch Emo try. Yeah. I got 3 right there with the Dragon Slave.
Pops the fairy fire. It's like he's in a boss
just
fight.
in case. And if he dies, he gets the big Dark Souls "You have died" on his screen.
Yeah.
Fly spotting Borax over bottom. Icarus dive away. And now the dust coming out. We're trying to bring over some help.
under attack.
By the way, Emo has just completed getting that stack out of the way and has 2,350 gold.
He's very farmed.
Yeah, that was a lot of gold from that stack.
I'm not saying it wouldn't have been a lot of gold. It's just whether it was time efficient or not.
Yeah, I wasn't doubting. I'm just saying, you know, it was a lot of gold to get. Wasn't
What do you
sharing
think
it
he
with
goes?
anybody else.
Do you think he goes BKB?
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I'm gonna say, because I am also in the lobby, he's going Yules. I'm gonna cheat here.
Oh, right.
I was gonna
he's
say
gone-
something stupid though. I wanted to say like straight Ags.
I'm
But yeah,
surprised
go
he's got
Yules.
bots then back for Yules. You don't see that very often. But I guess with the Soul Wing, because you have more mana sustain, early on, you don't need Yules first necessarily, but I would have liked to have seen the BKB. Maybe even like Lincoln's is pretty good this game against the Bat.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
The White Album stunned, hit with the Laguna, hook shot to the Oracle, and that was after the false promise was used, but they've got the kill on the line. They'll use the Winter's Curse, so they do have the control. Question is, can they now keep up with White Album, who is pretty quick? Goes for the stun, doesn't land it, and eventually White Album will drop. Emo's got the kill, and it's a 4K lead here for IG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really well done there by IG with their movements. IG looking real clean right now.
Yeah, they're looking really good. Their laning stage has gone incredibly well, and they've just pressured them. This Tie's just taken over the top half of the map. Like, the TB has some space to jungle and things, and the Lesh is doing okay. But the Batrider is the one that's suffering because of it, because there's not enough space on the map for all three of them.
Right.
It's the same. Do you remember yesterday we talked about how the Lesh with the axe, or the Lesh was suffering because the axe was taking so much space? It's kind of like, ooh, they got a lasso?
Fly, hit by that lasso and will burn out. XXS gets the kill there. So after Fly has had so much open space, hook shot in on a White Album, and Emo now on a killing spree.
Under attack.
Running up that hill brave,
Radiant
that
structures are
hill blind
fortified.
is, yeah, very brave. I think he had a ward down and saw the Lina running up there.
Dyer's structures are
Yeah, didn't expect the
fortified.
clockwork as well.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Now they're chasing Lanham. Emo just coming over with the boots of travels, able to make his way up towards top and get a kill here onto the Oracle. They're going to TP in multiple heroes. I don't know if this is the right idea. They go to the Ravage, and now Emo on the run, getting out of range, knowing that XSS is coming over, but XSS doesn't have a lasso to work with.
Radiant's middle tower is
Stun
under
out from
attack.
White Album, who's now kind of cut off from the rest of his team. Monet moving forward. Looking to get a kill here on Ali. Will pop the Fairy Fire. The LSA hits on a Monet. And White Album taking a lot of damage. JT, tanky, surviving. Fly back into the fight and missing the stun once again. Oh, gosh. JT
Wow, so
still
tanky.
alive after it all. And Aster really come away empty-handed after all is said and done.
Something I didn't really think about, that strafe. Whenever TB pops meta, you can't trade with the Clinks, right? Because he gets the 100% evasion. For like, I think it's 6 seconds at level 4.
Yep.
Wow.
A tithe to the impurities.
He's about to have
Clinks
Deso.
is so long. There's just so many things you don't think about.
Remember what season was it when we saw 4-position Clinks come out from Jinkyu? Might have even been like season 1. It was a fun
I
watch.
can't remember, honestly. It was like all the Embers and the Clinks 4s and all the
Yeah.
stupid thing. I can't remember when it
And
was.
he would go from like lane to lane just with Clinks and just it was very fun to watch. It was when what was it? Clinks got permanent attack damage.
Oh, what, for every kill that he got under... Every kill he got under Death Pact or something, I think it was? Oh, this Batrider's in trouble.
LSA lands. They've got the Laguna Blade as well as the Tide to help, but Emo, he'll now dominate.
Emo's
He's
just
4-0
everywhere.
2. Yeah, those early boots of travel. He's just going from lane to lane to lane, and he's got 2,500 gold again. He is so farmed.
We haven't really seen anything from Borax this game either on the Phoenix. Where... I don't know. like whether Radiant have this like melee support that can get like stuck in and get involved with fights and things. This Oracle Phoenix, they haven't really got a hero that can force fights except the Lesh kind of can a little bit, and the Batrider obviously being the main source of initiation. And because the Batrider's game is so difficult, he can't like make all these aggressive plays on the map because he's so underfarmed.
Ooh, Ollie. Looking very dead. Clipped. And losing his life to Lanham.
Do you know what would have Oracle players in tatters actually?
What?
If Purifying Flames didn't kill. If it left you at 1 HP. You know, like if you're denying creeps.
I think that's such a nerf to that ability.
Yeah, it would be awful. But I was just thinking how we've seen Lanham take so many kills with Purifying Flames this event.
You see a lot of Oracles take kills with Purifying Flames.
Oh, he's going to blink for some Batrider. Now. Oh, hang on.
And they want to go for this. They're looking over at XXS, and look at the damage. Lagunaboy comes out. And they get the kill on XXS. It's Firefly who gets credit for that one. He's got that Deso with the Falcon Blade going into the BKB. Vambrace gets dropped. Emo, well, he spent his gold on a Dragon Lance, and he's got another stack to farm. Look at that, all by himself once again.
Run in, take the Ancients, go back to the other side of the map, farm your own Ancients. Efficiency peak.
And the efficiency with the boosted travel has been real nice from Emo.
Oh, White Album's coming in here.
Icarus dive, Supernova. I don't think that's getting off. Yeah,
that was
Sun comes out on a fly. It was very ambitious that he thought he was going to get the Supernova off, and now they've got the Winter's Curse to lock down Monet. They have the Ravage to follow it up. That lands on a 3 of these heroes. XSS gets away from it, but there's not much he can do. They get the kill to Monet. They look over the rest. The Flame Break's going to push them away. Firefly still moving forward. Stun lands onto the Clockwork as well as Emo on this Lina, and they find the stun. They'll get the kill, and they'll take out White Album, making it a third.
Wow. I mean, the Phoenix goes in and eggs, but the White Album on the Lesh, they're not on the same page. And then even when he does egg, instead of just stunning straight away on the Clinks, he uses the Lightning first, which enables him to get an extra auto attack off to definitely finish the egg. So, yeah, just not on the same page today at the moment, Aster, it seems like.
It comes down to, like, you're in the upper bracket regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that because you're in a position like that, or because they're in a position like that, you use this game to feel out a couple of things? Or is that just copium at its finest?
That's copium at its finest, I think.
Okay.
You know, they're not just trying things out. Like, they picked TB. This is Aster's like, we want to win the game hero, you know? And they've got Lesh Oracle.
Sorry, let me take the copium mask off.
Yeah. As an EU Dota fan, I understand. Don't worry.
You keep your tank full right next to the chair, ready to go.
It's difficult because, you know, through COVID times and stuff, it's been difficult to get a hold of copium. And we're really getting through it in EU Dota.
2-2 top. That'll drop.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Borax Phoenix, and I know you harped on it already, but it just does not feel like a hero he is about at all.
No, not at all.
I miss the days of Borax, Monkey King, and Tusk.
Ricky. Tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
Dire's middle tower is
all
under
range
attack.
heroes are so good right now. There's like so many good options. And a lot of them are really fun as well. Like Lina 4, Willow 4, Phoenix 4. I think Mirana's really fun
Dire's
as well.
middle tower is under attack.
It's a good time to be a 4 player.
Pipe picked up for the Tidehunter. He's going into the Ags next, and he's
Yeah, I
already
think
got
this-
1,800 gold on it.
This BKB clicks as well is so awful for the Dire to deal with.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Regeneration.
Aster just, I don't know how they can, but they're not feeling confident going into the side of IG. That's a blink forward from JT. He's not going to use Ravage. XXS coming over, maybe thinking about getting something out of this. The Flame Break pushing JT back, and now Kaka's going to come in with the Witcher's Curse. That locks up White out on Fly looking for the position to go after Lana, who goes off near the False Promise. Now they get the kill to the Oracle. They've got the Supernova to the side. The Ravage is out on 3 of these heroes. Can he get the egg before it pops? No, he can't. And that's going to be Fly as well as Ollie trying to get the kills here onto this egg before it's back alive with the Supernova used. They use the Sunder. Monet trying to fight with the BKB in this Metamorphosis, and it's not looking likely that he's going to find himself a victory, and Kaka's going to blink forward, looking to get anything he can on this TB, and they'll take out Monet, they'll call GG, and IG will win this BO1.
This was not close.
No.
At all. At no point in the game was it close. I mean, the laning stage is what it comes down to, right? Where I think the Clockwork did a really good job. He basically just chased the Bat around the whole time with Battery Assault right in the early game. But even though Bat has boots, he just can't outrun him.
Right.
Naturally quick hero.
Yeah.